Lindsey Jason with us here on the Mendola show. She's a senior for the Mid-Valley Spartanettes. Lindsey, let's talk about getting a season in. Last year it was wiped out for everybody. I'm sure you're very grateful to say, hey, thank goodness we're playing softball this year.
Yeah, definitely. I lost out on my season with one of my best friends, Lindsey, last year. So, that was heartbreaking, but I was so excited to have this season. And yeah.
And of course you didn't probably realize, like, hey, we have some freshmen that never played. Now they're going to be sophomores. They've really made an appearance this sophomore group. So,
oh God, yeah.
Did it surprise you a lot? Like, wow, we're pretty good this year.
Yeah. So I knew Miranda and Kat coming up, and then everyone else I kind of just met this year. But I knew they were really talented, and they just proved themselves, proved everyone right. Yeah, I love all of them.
Defense is so important. Let's talk about pitcher-catcher relationship. Everybody knows Runco. Let's talk about behind the plate.
Haley Taranella. She's amazing. She works really hard at it. I always compliment her on her blocking during the game. She does everything right. I used to catch when I was younger, so I know how hard it is. And she does an amazing job.
Let's talk about the long ball. This team can hit home runs. There's a lot of girls who can hit home runs.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of work going on in the cage and over there. Let's talk a little bit about the hard work that's been put into the season.
Yeah, so preseason we hit all the time, and for practice we hit every practice. Everyone improves so much. Coach Piercy works all the time with us for hitting, and it shows in games. Everyone gets confidence. Our confidence at the plate grew over time, and right now it's showing more so in finals than in the season itself.
What is it, if you had to put a pulse on this team, what do you like about this team? Is it we're a bunch of fighters? Is it we're really athletic? Is it we have such great support, we don't want to disappoint our community?
Yeah, so obviously we have amazing support, but our team's we're really good friends, and I don't know if a lot of teams could say that. We focus a lot on team bonding, so by now, all of them, we're really good friends. So that helps playing games when we all support each other. And that just helps our team chemistry in Korea.
The bats, let's talk about, things that you're constantly working on for you. We got some home runner hitters on this team, but what do you try to do when you're at the plate? I
just try and make contact with it, to be honest. I hit third, so my main goal is just to get on and to get hit in. But either way, it's just making contact with it, so.
Family support for you? Who's there rooting you on or making sure you're doing well in the classroom?
My grandparents actually go to all of my games. They've never missed one. My grandfather recently passed away. He didn't get to see the season, but I have all of them, and that kind of keeps me going, I guess.
And you are going to go to Marywood University right down the road.
Mm-hmm.
You have an interesting area that you're going to study. So let's talk about what the major you're going to do and why you selected that.
So I'm doing international business, and I'll be studying abroad in South Korea. I've been learning Korean for about a year now, so I want to use that in the future, and I want to teach in Korea also.
Impressive. Any inspiration as to why you wanted to do that? Anybody in the family, somebody at school, or just something you looked up?
It was just me. I got interested in it because I kind of just wanted to learn another language, and for some reason Korean clicked with me a little bit more. So I started using online learning apps, I guess, online learning apps, and I kind of fell in love with it, and I studied it.
It's a great story. I love it. Coach Piercy, he's over there kind of right now. He's watching everybody, making sure everybody's doing their job. There's so many coaches here kind of making sure. Talk a little bit about, him like a father figure here for some of these young ladies and making sure everybody's kind of doing what they're supposed to do.
Coach Piercy's amazing. He has an amazing personality. And when I was a freshman, I was very nervous to be on a new team. But as soon as you meet him, your nerves kind of go away. He's very welcoming, and he's one of the best coaches I've ever had.
You got a great story. I'm sure you'd like to keep it going on the softball end.
Yeah.
Congratulations on a fantastic season till this point. It's one game at a time. The best of luck.
Thank you so much.